Hey everyone, Nick here, and I just wanted to share a quick tutorial on how I run my schedule. So prior to working with Sajad at Cause and Effect Consulting, I really didn't have a good understanding of how much work I was actually getting done, and I was kind of lying to myself saying I'm working 12-hour days, but kind of just staying busy and doing stuff. So how do you ensure that you're actually getting things done? This is what mine looks like. So with a 12-hour schedule and 4-hour break, still gives you 8 hours for sleep. It's quite generous. So let me zoom in here and kind of show you what we're dealing with. So I'll just write out the day before, do some planning, and I'll schedule out what is break time and what is work time. So I'm shooting for 12 hours, 12 and a half. So on the left here, this is just a tally of how many hours, so I can make sure that I'm adding up to 12. Have the tasks over here, have the time in between, and that's really all there is to it. And I just kind of section out in green here the leisure or the time off, right? And what I'm finding is at the end of the day, I'll start with something like this, and then at the end of the day, it looks more like this. So what's going on here? As I'm working throughout the day, I find not everything is getting done. And it's usually for one of a few reasons. So what I came up with was a notation system. You'll notice there's a bunch of red X's here and some comments, went overboard. This was not supposed to be an hour. I screwed up there. This didn't get done. This task is unclear. I said book 3 more pitches down here. How? 3 more pitches with who? Where do I go? Where's their Calendly? So you notice there's a pretty big difference between the two here. So I'm always learning things. So what I've come up with is that at the end of the day, there's really just a few outcomes for an issue with the task. So I'll put this notation system. So L is for lag. What does that mean? That means that if I was supposed to start a task at 1 o'clock and I started at 1:10, then I was lagging. So now I can look at what came before it. So surprise, things like breaks and lunchtime, going for a walk, tends to lag. So if you have something like a pitch meeting or you're going to meet with a client, you can't lag, so you probably won't notice it there. So this is helpful to understand the psychology behind why things are getting done or not getting done. The next outcome is an X for just incomplete, and this most likely means I underallocated time. Question mark means vague. So if it's something like do website, that's very vague. If I put get the banner section, the header section up for the website, that's more specific. I'll show you how to break it down even more in a minute. These 3 lines here just mean split, so that probably should have been 3 tasks. So let's say I want to do the banner for the website. Well, step 1 is to get my picture up there, get a banner picture. Step 2 is to change the copy, and step 3 is to do designing, formatting, and polishing. So that could be 3 tasks that I'll learn. And then this little arrow here just means there's a dependency issue. So maybe at 8 o'clock I'm going to do my profile picture, but at 6 o'clock I want to put it on my website. Well, I have to do that one task before the other, so I kind of messed up there. So I'm finding in making these annotations, it reveals a lot of tendencies to lag on certain things, to be vague with my tasks. So what I end up doing now is I'm thinking more project management. So for, say, the website, I'll lay out the components and I'll put how long I think it's going to take, 30 minutes or so, 60 minutes, or what have you. And now I can put these time slots that are a lot clearer onto the schedule for the next day. Anyways, that is my scheduling system. So block out the time, add up the hours, check your outcomes at the end of the day, and then lay out more specific tasks for the following days. I hope this was helpful, and please let me know if you have any questions.